Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you in your own channel. I'm Damni Rai, alumni and a teacher of SOS Hanuman Minor School, Varanasi. Right now, you all are going through the pages of Think Big, which is written by the best and one of the famous educationist and author, Dr. A.P. Gaur, the principal of Hanuman Minor School, Varanasi. So let's start the discussion with the basic principle of our life. Let others feel important and love them. Please go through this video till end and please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.
Hello friends, you are going through the pages of Think Big, the book on motivation and leadership, and I'm Dr. A.P. Gaur, the author of the book. And today's topic is let others feel important and love them. One of the most important principles of human behavior is that you must let everyone facing you feel important. To be loved, adored, and given due importance are the inherent desires of human beings. Everybody has an innate desire to receive due attention. The easiest way to human heart is to talk about their feelings, choice and dislikes. They feel pampered. Please remember, be honest in your praises too, because excess of anything is not good. Give respect to others if you want to be respected. Behave with others in the way as you want yourself to be behaved. So behave nicely with everybody every time. Whosoever meets you feels himself to be superior to you in one or other way, and no doubt everybody is superior to his fellow beings in one or other unique quality. To win others' hearts, you have to let them feel that you genuinely respect their viewpoints, know their importance, and do regard their superiority. Don't let your false ego come in your way in appreciating and respecting others. Remember, you are important because others have made you so. Even the all-time great player Sachin Tendulkar cannot forget that he is important because his fans or admirers have made him so. You talk to people about them only, and they will listen to you for hours together. We can win the argument, but we lose the person at the same time. You, in fact, can never win an argument because if you lose, your defeat is obvious. But if you win, you lose too, because in that case, you are losing a friend. Remember, it is a fact that the loss or defeat is not going to change his views and accept yours. Lord Buddha said, hatred cannot be won over by hatred. You have to defeat hatred by love only. There is no other way. There are two stories from the life of Lord Buddha proving the above fact. The first one is about Anglimal, the ferocious bandit in the dense forest of Vaisali and adjoining areas. He was believed to be wearing a wreath of fingers around his neck after butchering the travelers. The Buddha was dissuaded by people from going through the jungle where Anglimal lived, but the Holy One went on. When confronted by the bandit, Lord Buddha bowed his head down to be cut. This act of dauntless courage surprised Anglimal, and he fell down on the Buddha's feet, accepting him to be his master. Another story tells us that once when Buddha was giving his sermon at a place near Kashi, one man started abusing him vehemently. The learned one, after being calm till the man had spilled his venom, asked him gently, "Friend, if you want to give something to somebody, but that person refuses to accept the same, to whom the thing then belongs? To that man or to you only?" Any fool can answer this. It will of course belong to me only, replied the abusive man. Then it's all right. I refuse to accept the abuses you hurled at me, said the wise man and continued with his discourse. The people who are determined to make best use of their personal abilities do not have time for any future defeat or argument. If a dog comes on your way facing you, it is wise to leave the way for it rather than getting yourself bitten by it. Remember, even if you kill the dog for biting you, you have to suffer and treat your wounds to avoid a sure death. So, what is the use of coming in the way of a ferocious dog? Everybody must learn from a natural phenomenon that if an elephant and a lion happen to come face to face in a jungle path, the elephant stops immediately for a while and the lion changes its path. What a nice way to avoid confrontation. Both of them are superior to each other in one or the other way. One is the king of the jungle and the other one is the most powerful land animal. Both are capable of destroying each other, but both of them act wisely, thereby giving a deep lesson to human beings to ponder over. Some ways to stop arguments, friends. Welcome disagreements. Don't be carried away by the first thoughts those come to your mind. Actually, the first reactions of your mind are usually defensive. It is possible that at that time you are not in your high spirits, maybe at your lowest one. Second, control your anger. Third one, first listen to everything. Give your rivals choice to speak. Let them speak their heart out. Next, develop grounds for our agreement. Next one, be honest and find out the areas where you might be wrong. And finally, think about pros and cons and act accordingly. These are some sure ways to stop arguments. If you want to win over people, then please remember, you must always start with a friendly note. If anybody has an ill will against you, you cannot change his views about you with your logic. Lincoln had said once, a drop of honey can trap more mosquitoes than that of a gallon of vinegar. To win and influence other persons, please ensure that you are his good friend. Try to resolve any problem amicably or in a congenial way rather than imposing power and anguish. Receive consent from opponents. Never begin your talk with references or contradictions. Keep perceiving alternatives and strong yes. No generate negative energies throughout our body. A Chinese anecdote says a light step movement can take you to a further distance. Give enough opportunities to your opponents to express their feelings. During discussion, however, you may win, but you might lose your partners. Give chance to your partners to express more so that you may avail advantage out of it. According to a French philosopher, if you wish to create animosity, push up ahead out of your friends. But if you wish to sustain friendship, let them move forward. Choice is yours. Show respect towards others. Never say you are wrong. Try howsoever hard you can, but you cannot change others' viewpoints. People are not going to change their opinion as per your wish. Try to teach the people in such a way that they don't feel like being taught. You teach the people presenting to be recollecting some old ideas. According to Galileo, you cannot teach anything to a man. You can only help him to learn. Lord Chesterfield once told his son, if possible, be wiser than others, but don't let them know. Socrates told his disciples, I only know one thing, and that is, I don't know anything. There are but a few people who are rational. Most of the people are suffering from prejudices, jealousy, fear, ego, and doubts. They change their thoughts frequently or as per the need of the hour. If they are told that they are wrong, they don't accept it and start arguing. They harden their hearts. They don't love logic or rationality. They rather love their egos, not their thoughts or principles. You cannot make others agree with taunts and insults. Franklin remarked, I made it a point to avoid disagreeing to others and always tried to keep my own views very politely. The result was in front of me, very positive. The people started agreeing to my views happily. Martin Luther King remarked, I weigh the people on their principles and not those of mine. Jesus said, agree immediately with your rivals. So finally, be diplomatic. This is the way people will listen to you and you will be greatly benefited. Call the people by their names, friends. Does a name have any meaning? Imagine if your parents would have named you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please remember, nothing is so sweet to my ears as my own name. Your name is the most important and sweetest to you. Every human being takes more interest in his own name than anybody else's. If you remember someone's name and are able to pronounce it clearly, it shows that you love the person and are deeply interested in him. People take great pride to their names and tend to immortalize it. The people engraving their names on the walls of historical monuments and thereby defacing them proves human desire to immortalize their names. Name is a magic spell. We must feel its essence.